Greetings, gamer guys and gals, and welcome to part 42 of my Pokémon Colosseum Let's Play. Thank you for joining me, as we are on one of two of the last episodes in this series. Maybe three, depends on if I want to break up the next episode into two parts, depending on how long it is, because it might actually go pretty long. So it might be one of like the last few episodes. But this is pretty much going to be the last episode that we do in the main game. Which is both sad and cool at the same time, because, I mean, it's sad that we got to see it go, because Pokemon Colosseum is awesome. But it is cool because, you know, we did this whole Let's Play, and it's I've actually refrained from recording for a little while because I wanted to take a break, because I knew I was coming back to Mount Battle, double Mount Battle. I mean, I only have a few areas left of the original Mount Battle within the story mode, but it's still Mount Battle. It's still going to be a hassle. It's still going to be a slog. That's one of the reasons why the Mount Battle in the battle mode might end up taking me more than one episode. Hopefully not, but if it does, oh well. That's exactly what we're going to have to do, is take more than one episode and then, you know, complete the Let's Play that way. So, I don't particularly believe that I have failed to show really anything in the game, like secrets or this or that. I know that XD has quite a bit more, like, hidden content behind, like, having to do some things. Like, for instance, in XD, you have to beat Mount Battle 3 times in the story mode in order to get 3 separate Pokemon. I can tell you right now, if we ever get around to XD, that's not something I'm doing. I mean, you can take that to the bank. You can write it on a banknote, take it to the bank, cash it right now. I am not doing that. Like, XD's Mount Battle is, aside from maybe grinding a bit, because, you know, that might necessarily be something that you would want to do, just like, I didn't think it was necessary in this game when I came into this Let's Play and then found out that it was. And then immediately was like, okay, well, if you're playing along with me, you better go ahead and find your way over there. I mean, you don't have to, but especially if you're going to use the legendaries, which I didn't. I didn't use the legendaries in the main story. If you use the legendaries, Mount Battle might be totally optional. Like, you don't have to do it whatsoever, period. However, and I'll say this, you can take it to the bank. I'm not doing Mount Battle 3 times in XD. In fact, if we get there, if we ever get to XD, I'm probably not even doing it once, because I'm pretty sure it's 100% optional in that game. Because this game kind of works a little bit differently than that game. So, without further ado, let us go ahead and get started. This is the Mount Battle registration. Would you like to enter a knockout challenge? Sure. Of course we're going to continue. A new challenge is kind of insane. So we're going to start at Area 9. That's, I believe, level 81. So 81 to 90 is Area 9. What it is basically the areas start from, like, the 1 to the 10. And then the 10 is where you end off. So each one of these battles are probably going to take me, like, 20-30 minutes. Not kidding. So guess what I will be doing in this episode, just like I have been doing in the past episodes that we've been in Mount Battle. Yep, you guessed it. I'm going to be skipping straight to the boss area of each one of these. So we're only going to have 2 battles in this episode, but I guarantee you it's going to fill up an episode. Let alone the fact that I'm already, you know, nonsensing, talking, you know, doing whatever I do. It's my Let's Play. I want to talk about things that interest me, so guess what I'm going to do? Just that. So I'm gonna have to see you guys later, because the fact of the matter is like I said, we've got 9 battles before the boss area in this, and I'm pretty sure each one of them is gonna take me like minimum 10 minutes, like minimum. That's a lot of time. A lot of time. I'm gonna be spending pretty much all day doing this. I'll see you guys momentarily. Welcome back, gamer guys and gals. I have defeated the 9 previous areas. We are going on to Area 90, the final area of Area 9, or the final level of Area 9. I don't know exactly what these are called, levels or areas. I think they're just each, like, individual areas within an area. Maybe individual levels within an area. Still don't know. Have no idea. Don't think it honestly and truly matters. But I will say that this past 9 areas was actually much easier than I thought it'd be. It still took me like a good, I want to say almost 40 minutes to beat all 9 of them, but that's a whole lot less than I originally had thought. Which, I mean, hey, I'm excited about. I'm fantastically excited about. I know for a fact, though, that the Mount Battle mode version has like 4 Pokemon per battle per trainer. They all have good Pokemon, good teams, relatively. You know, like my team is going to stomp pretty much everything there. But it's still going to take me much more time. So I still haven't decided exactly how I'm going to go about that one. Without further ado, let us get to level 90. And now, Area 9 is all but done, save for me. Bring everything that you can bear. Area Leader Norris would like to battle. And as we saw previously, well, he sent out Tropius and Ludicolo, but as we saw previously, all the area leaders are unique trainer classes. They're basically trainer classes that already exist in the game, but have been retweaked and reworked to look different, and then they're just all called area leaders. I think this is actually super duper cool. Alright, so this is actually not really that great of a matchup. I guess we'll throw a Thunder there. I'm very glad that hit, because I kind of wasn't expecting it to. I've missed several Thunders in these past 9 areas. Tropia should be gone, absolutely. I didn't want to set up Rain Dance because I had a feeling that Ludicolo was going to. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're about to see. Alright, Vileplume. And yeah, Ludicolo used Rain Dance. Very humorous. Like, why waste my turn if you're going to do that? Basically, all the Ludicolos in this game have done nothing but set up Rain Dance. There's even been times where, in Mirabee's situation, he set up multiple Rain Dances at the same exact turn. And, I mean, there's some reason behind why that's good. Like, if you have 2 Pokemon out in a double battle, and you use Rain Dance on both of them, yes, you're not attacking with either. But if one of your Pokemon faints because I decide to double down your Pokemon, then that makes sense. Would you ever do that in real competitive battling? No, you absolutely would not. You would just do some kind of like what's the move called? Fake out. You'd use moves like Fake Out or Redirection to make sure that your Weather Setter would get the weather up regardless. But there was not that many redirection moves in this gen, if I'm not mistaken. So both are level 63, pretty darn cool. Yeah, I did the first 5 battles of this area with the tried and true Tyranitar and Skarmory, my favorite Pokemon in this team, by a landslide. And then I just decided to do the last 5 with Suicune and Raikou, so that's what I've been doing. I'm probably going to start out the next area using Entei and Flygon, but I'm not entirely sure yet. Specifically because I don't really know whether or not... Actually, I'm going to do Ice Beam, not Shift Tree. Raikou doesn't really have any good moves against either one of these Pokemon right now. I guess Crunch will be fine against Blossom. It's not resisted, but it's also not stabbed, so there's that as well. You'd almost think that I'd be a little bit afraid of fighting 2 Grass-type Pokemon. But what I've noticed in the mountain battle is that the Grass-type Pokemon kind of don't use good moves, is the best way to put it. It kind of sounds silly, but it's like, I mean, look at that. Like, they both could have doubled down Suicune with, like, Giga Drain or something like that. And neither one of them did that. I don't think this is going to KO Shiftry. I hope it does. Hope it does. And it did. Cool. It's resisted, obviously, because Shiftry is a dark grass type. So there is that. But hey, we got through it. Wholesome used Solar Beam. So I'm guessing this Wholesome has Chlorophyll, because how in the world would this Wholesome be faster than my Suicune? Otherwise. I don't particularly know all the abilities of all Pokemon, and this is one of those Pokemon that I have never used, even thought about using. I love Grass types, actually. I almost exclusively run Grass type starters. Almost exclusively. I mean, there's times where Gen 3, I love all 3 of the starters, but for the most part, I go Grass type pretty much all the way. I did it in Gen 8. I'm probably doing it in Gen 9. I mean, like, I like the challenge, but I also just like the moves that Grass types have access to, like Sleep Powder and other things like that, Synthesis. It's just cool. Giga Drain. I love moves that deal damage and heal you. Alright, so player defeated area leader Norris. Oh. I'm guessing that's how you would pronounce all that? It will be fun for me to see how much tougher you can become. There's just Area 10 to go. Before you go there, be sure to get your Pokecoupons in the break room. I think you can actually pass up getting your Pokecoupons, which would be, very sad to say the least. Oh yes, you have cleared Area 9, congratulations! Our Pokecoupons, we get 1,000. Yes, we would like to advance. We absolutely would like to advance. We're going to go ahead and save right now. Yeah, in between this episode, see, oh man. Alright, so in between this episode and my next episode, I'm probably not recording for a couple of weeks. And the reason being is because I fully intend, I mean, literally, fully intend on getting to the point where I have all the Pokemon removed, well, purified from their shadowy forms. I've only purified 15 Pokemon out of 48. We have 33 more Pokemon to purify. It's probably going to take me 2 weeks to do that. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to take me actually 2 weeks of game time, but I don't play this every day. That's for sure, you know. So it's probably going to take me a little bit of time. Plus, in the meantime of me doing that, I'm actually going to be grinding my Pokemon. That's going to be totally off screen. The next time you see my Pokemon, they're either going to be low to mids or to mid 70s. So I'm wanting them to be at bare minimum, all my Pokemon to be 71, but up to about 75. There is good reason for that. Some Pokemon learn some pretty decent moves at 71, like for instance the legendary Pokemon I'm pretty sure do. I will say this though, I don't remember if the legendary Pokemon learn Calm Mind at 71 or 81. If it is 81, I am in no way, shape, or form grinding to 81. However, that's going to stink because I would fully love to have Calm Mind on Suicune and potentially Raikou as well. Maybe even Entei. That does mean that some of their moves are going to be finito, gonzo. I don't know exactly what moves, unfortunately. I'd probably get rid of, like, Sunny Day. I mean, no, I can't really get rid of Sunny Day, can I? I have Solar Beam, and that's pretty much pointless without it. Yeah, I gotta keep Sunny Day. I don't know what moves I'd be getting rid of. Maybe Miracoat and Reflect, but I like those. Who knows? Miracoat is iffy. Like, I would probably remove that for Calm Mind. Calm Mind is just far and away better. It would turn Suicune into just an absolute setup monster. But Reflect, I only have one user of Reflect on this team, and technically, even though there are other Pokemon who can learn it on my team, there's no other Pokemon who has moves that I would want to remove for that. So, maybe it's just for the best we don't care about Calm Mind too much. Either way, I'm going to have to see you all again in just a few. Hopefully, I can get to area 100 without too much time lost. But as of right now, if these Pokemon battles are harder, which I'm pretty sure they are the hardest in this game, well, at least for the, mountain battle, obviously, it's going to be a little while, so I'll see you guys in a few. Welcome back, gamer guys and gals, to the final part of this episode. We are going to be going straight up to Zone 100. I can't believe how absolutely dumb I am. I mean, I just must have totally been zoning out, no pun intended, every single time I was playing these areas, because each one of these little stages that you fight a new trainer on is called a zone. So, like, the area, like, we're in area 10 right now, but we're in zone 99. So we're about to be into zone 100, and I'm actually kind of pretty excited, because the last, I literally could not even tell you the last time I fought zone 100 in the story mode. I remember him, and I think I remember sort of his team, but I'm not entirely sure. I will say one thing here, though. I was totally mistaken. So you only fight legendary Pokemon in the Mount Battle mode, which kind of really stinks, because I was under the impression that you fought all three of the Reggies, at least, in the main story Mount Battle, but that's not the case. You fight the Reggies and a whole bunch of other interesting stuff in the battle mode. I kind of wish that the battle mode only required you to beat like the last 20 areas and you didn't have to go through all 100, but unfortunately that's just not the case, which very well means that I'm going to be fighting against 100 more battles. So this game is not even remotely close to being over, in a sense. For you guys, yes, because you won't have to go through the entire slog. I was thinking about, and I'm still considering this, I was thinking about recording all of my battles, all 100 floors, and then just speeding it up to like 4 times so you could see all the battles. I was thinking about doing that for the main story and the battle mode, but the only problem with that, and this in my opinion is a very serious problem, is that sounds good and all, until you realize that, like, even 4 times speed, I would probably have to do like 10 times speed. And you wouldn't notice anything, you wouldn't see anything, it would be pointless. I would need another 10 to 15, maybe even 20 episodes added onto this Let's Play in order to fully show every single battle in both the Mount Battles. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm seriously not lying here. That's how long this is taking. So I know that it kind of stinks that I'm not showing this, because I do know that some people, for clarity's sake, would like to know what they're battling as like a walkthrough, but I've never promised that this Let's Play was a walkthrough. I've never made walkthroughs, don't think I ever will make walkthroughs, because I'm just not what is known as an elite gamer. I play casually, I play for fun, I play for enjoyment. I don't play for, like, to sweat, to competitively sweat. Now, there are some games I do sweat, I'm not gonna lie. But Pokemon's just not one of them. And neither is Mount Battle. So, without further ado, let us head up, shall we? And we come up to the very summit of Mount Battle. Zone 100 of Area 10. Thematically, I love the way this looks. Realistically, this is totally pointless. Like, who is going to have an arena of which you fight at? Like, who's going to have an arena like this that you fight at on top of a volcano? And this is an active volcano too. It's got to be active. I mean, if it wasn't active, then what's going on with the lava here? And there's a lot of lava. So right here, I didn't mean to do that necessarily. We have one time flute. This is where you can get the very last time flute in the game. You do not have to beat Area 10. You don't have to beat Zone 100. But like I said before, because I was pretty sure that you didn't have to anyway, you're already here. You already went through 99 battles of Mount Battle. Why wouldn't you beat this? that would be just like an incredible waste of time, in my opinion. I'm just throwing it out there. Incredible waste of time. Alright, let's go and battle our final battle in the main story. Oh, we can walk around here. I was actually under the impression that we could not. It's been a very long time, as I've said before, and I will say it again. Alright. And we have spectators, unlike the other mount battles. Welcome, so good of you to come. I'm Somek, the final trainer of Mount Bethel. Now, show me the results of your training. Don't hold anything back. Mount Battle Colosseum Final. So yes, Mount Battle is considered a Colosseum. Blowing your mind yet? Because it blows my mind. Mount Battle Master Somek would like to battle. Sent out Pincer and Claydol. And they're both level 60. Reasonable levels. I have reasonable levels as well. And listen to the song we've got going on. There are only 2 fights in this entire game that have this song. And that is Mount Battle Master Somek and Evice. This is my favorite song in all of Colosseum. It is beautiful, gorgeous, glorious, whatever you want to call it. It's wonderful. Fantastic even. And let's, I think we want to just go with like a little bit of a dragon breath here. I don't foresee either of my 2 Pokemon on the current field right now actually surviving throughout this whole battle. Then again, that paralysis might come in great handy. Entei and Flygon are notably my weakest members of my team. Like, notably. There is no argument that they are the weakest members of this team. Entei is, if Claydol got an Earthquake out. Yeah, if Entei's gone. That sunny day was pretty well pointless because Entei's not going to be here. I was going to spam Solar Beam next turn and Flamethrower. Oh well is the best thing you can say concerning that. However, I do have an answer to this, kind of. I have 2 Pokemon now on the field who are both immune to Earthquake. So, and one of them is an Earthquake user. However, we can't use Earthquake at this current moment because we need to take out this Claydol. I don't even know if Flamethrower is going to do the business, but we're going to try. A critical hit? Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. Thank you, Flygon. Half proving me wrong there about yours and Entei's failures. They really are the weakest members of my team. I mean, fire types are just not that good. They're about as weak as ice types in most contexts. And then Flygon, even though Flygon's good, I have so many members of my team that are just so much better. Just so much better. Alright, what is confusing to me here is that Pinsir survived a Drill Peck from Skarmory. I know Pinsir is the physically defensive of the 2 out of him and Heracross, but like, that's just wild to me. Like, super wild. Aerial Ace. And it doesn't matter who you're hitting. He doesn't have a real answer to either of my Pokemon right now. Which is cool because, you know, I'm taking full advantage of the fact that my team is prepared. And he just keeps using these silly moves against my Skarmory that are never going to work. Drill Peck finally finishes Pinsir off. And Flygon grew to level 63. I'm pretty sure Flygon's last level up move that he learns is at 65, and it's Hyper Beam, of all things. Of all terrible, trashy things. Like, I was thinking about using it instead of Screech, and I might, but I don't know, being real. Alright, so let's use a Flamethrower on good old Gliscor here. I mean, Mount Battlemaster Somek here, he's got a pretty decent team. Not the greatest, but he's got a pretty decent team. All good Pokemon, at least for this gen. Gligar is kind of suspect, though, because Gligar is not really that great. Gliscor, oh, the bee's knees. I would rather have a Gliscor on my team than a Landorus. And there's probably a lot of people who look at me like I was silly. But Poison Heal and the stalling and the walling with Gliscor is just busted. And he has a Flygon. Pretty intriguing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and Dragon's Breath that Flygon. We should be faster than we are. Now, Flygon's probably going to go down here because that was close. It's very likely that this Flygon has Dragon's Breath. And he uses Flamethrower. All for Skarmory, of course. Yeah, I think Sunny Day is still up too. Unfortunate, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. Let's get out Suicune. Yeah, as you notice, I'm not using Tyranitar right now because I've used him a lot, and I kind of want to show off some of the other strategies I have on my Pokemon team. I've used Skarmory and Tyranitar way more than the others, and I kind of realized that this is not really a great thing because I could have been showing off more of the strategies and like the dual purposes as to why I have basically 3 sets of teams with 2 Pokemon who work really well together, and then they have like some synergies with the other parts of my team. But Tyranitar and Skarmory are just so darn cool. Like, I would have a team of just those 2 if it wasn't for the fact that like just those 2 Pokemon aren't going to survive an onslaught of a billion other Pokemon, you know? No matter how good they may be. And they are good. Oh, Gyarados. We have a solution to you. In fact, I'm going to be switching out Flygon pretty well immediately. And planning for the solution. I'm pretty sure this Gyarados most likely has Earthquake, though. Now let's go Rain Dance here. We're gonna try, but it doesn't mean it's going to succeed. Let's see what happens. Alright, go Raikou. Rain Dance. Obviously you know what I'm about to do here. Dragon Dance. Okay. This could be highly deadly if he outspeeds Raikou now. And has Earthquake. He would have to have Earthquake, otherwise it's, you know, it's whatever. Let's go with, none of these moves are going to be of any use here. I guess Ice Beam, because that's neutral. Of course Thunder. And we outspeed. Well, this Gyarados has seen better days. He would need a Focus Sash to survive that at this level. Thunder Stab from a Raikou. Yeah. You're gone. You're gone, buddy. Player defeated Mount Battlemaster Somek. Stupendous! That was stupendous. Incredible, even. This is fantastic. I say fantastic. You had to be to defeat me. Now I'd like you to have this. Wes received 1,200 Poké-Coupons. Congratulations, but don't be content with this. Don't neglect your training. Would you like to have our Abra teleport you back to the registration counter? Sure, we have nothing else we can get here. Okay, you got it. Thank you for taking the Mount Battle Challenge. Please come back for more training. We are not doing that, even though I am going to gladly train some more. Exchange. Yeah, we have 6,900 Poke Coupons. What a gross shame. Like, you have to beat Mount Battle a ridiculous amount of times if you want some of the more expensive stuff in that shop. And let me just be the first to say a big, great, grand no thank you. Like, seriously, no thank you. There is nothing that Mount Battle could possibly offer me that would have me desiring to go and play more of it like that. Like, nah. When I go ahead and grind my team a bit, level them up to the point where they are capable and good and totally able to reach the levels I want. Because like I said, I want between level 71 to 75. I'm going to be doing that in the Colosseums. Most likely in the Deep Colosseum. And the reason for that is something I'm going to recommend to you. You definitely want the Amulet Coin, and you definitely want to do that if you're going to be using the Sense to purify your Shadow Pokemon, which I am. I am going to be doing that because in order for me to get my Pokemon from where they are to mid-level 70s, it's probably going to take me a couple of dozen goes probably like 20, maybe 30 battles through the Deep Colosseum, which sounds like a lot, and it is. It's one of the reasons why I'm not going to be recording it, regardless of how, people might think about that. I'm just going to do that. Now, I need all of my Pokemon to be relatively same level. So I want them to be like within like a level or two away from each other. So I haven't decided whether 71 or 75 yet is the mark. Because what happens is, in the battle mode, Mount Battle, it automatically puts all of the Pokemon on the other team, on the enemy's teams, to level 50 if your Pokemon are below level 50. So you're not going in there with a Remoraid that you got from this game, or a Plusle you got from this game that hasn't been leveled. Like, you're just not. They're not going to equal your levels. However, if you are higher than 50, whatever Pokemon is your highest level, all the Pokemon you fight are going to be that level. So you want your Pokemon to be relatively same level. Very close, in fact. Because if you go in there with a bunch of level 40s and then like a level 60, you're going to be fighting a bunch of level 60s, and your level 40s will be useless. Like, absolutely useless. So I'm warning you now so that you know. Now, if you're like me, or if you're following along, or if you're playing along, big warning here. You absolutely need to have all Pokemon purified after you complete the main game and the post game. You have to have all Pokemon purified before you take on the battle mode Mount Battle. I can't stress this enough. And the reason why is because if you don't, and you beat it without all Pokemon purified, you will not get the reward for beating it. Guess what that means you have to do? Purify all your Pokemon again, or whatever ones are left over, and then beat the battle mode challenge again. Please don't do that. Please don't. I really hope nobody has jumped ahead of me and beaten this game and found this out the hard way. Now, there are some people who think that the reward that you get for beating all of this isn't worth it. I would dare agree with you. I really would. I really would. The only reason why I'm doing it is for posterity's sake, to show forth the fact that you can get this Pokemon reward and so on and so forth, and whatever. Otherwise, I just wouldn't do it, and I would just tell you what you get, because the reality is that would be easier, but I don't really care for the easy way out. I'm going to take the hard way out. Will this probably be the last time I ever beat this game this way? Probably. Because this game is just... I love Pokemon Colosseum, I really do, but how I like playing this game is I just like just flying through the main story, beating it, maybe even the post game, beating it, and then letting it go. When I was younger, I used to be a completionist and think that you had to do everything perfect every time that you played. I don't agree with that anymore. Like, if you think that way, totally fine. I don't agree with that. Only because games are meant for fun. Yes, there's completion. Yes, you can go for it. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm going to have fun. With all that being said, I want to thank you for joining me today as we moved further on into the story and completed everything we have to do in the main game, aside from purifying the rest of my Pokemon and grinding a bit, which, again, is going to be off screen. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, all those fantastical things that would help my channel to grow. I appreciate it greatly. You don't know how much I do appreciate it, because I want to see this channel grow. I want to see a community come out of it. I want to see good, wholesome gamers getting together for some good, wholesome games and gaming, because we kind of lost that a lot, especially lately in this world. And I would like to have a place where people can go and have a good time and forget the evils that are all around them. With all that being said, I bid you adieu, a farewell, and have a great and glorious day gaming. I'll see you guys later.